Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's Sync Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got 4 player props for the Thursday night football game, Week 3. It is the Dolphins versus the Bills. This should be a really good one, but I expect the Bills to blow out the Dolphins. Before I get into these picks here, I have recently been sponsored by a new betting app called ePick. Now, if you use code SYNCS, you do get a 100% match up to $50. Now, if you're not familiar with ePick, since it's such a new app, ePick is essentially a peer-to-peer fantasy sports platform where users compete in skill-based fantasy contests for real money. Unlike traditional sports books or pick'em apps, ePick focuses on competitive gameplay where users create lineups and compete against each other. So ePick is essentially an app where you can do pick'em, where it's just like a regular DFS app. You pick 2 or more players from opposite teams, and you bet on them and hope that they all hit in a row. Or you can do fade 'em, where you pick someone's slip that already put in money for certain players for all of them to hit in a power play, and you fade every single one of them. So the fade 'em is actually more favorable since most people don't hit their slips. So you can kind of find some slips that you don't like. You will be putting more money than what they put in, but if one of them doesn't hit on the fade 'em side, you get all of that money. So it's a pretty interesting app. I mean, you're going against other players, and if no one decides to bet against you, then it's the house. But I mean, it's a really good app, and it's just starting out. So make sure to use that code and deposit $50, and you'll get another $50 added to your account, which is a 100% match. Totally worth it. All the states green are the valid states in which you can download this app. So make sure to do it now because it is the up and coming app and it has great payouts. So also, before I start this video, I have a VIP channel. So VIP is essentially where I post slips on Winnable, so just a website. I'll post the link down in the description below. And I have a full season pass. I know we're 3 weeks in the season, but it's still really early and it's definitely worth it. It's $69 for the full season. This is for college football and NFL. And if you use code BEARS, BEARS, in caps, you do get $10 off. And there's one spot remaining for that discount code. So you want to get that in before it is too late. And then I also have a Discord. Discord's absolutely free to join. You can message me, talk to me about any slips that you like. Admins, I have others that post slips as well. But if you join the VIP, you will be automatically added to this VIP channel here. Make sure to join football. This is only football, and then if you join the VIP 1 month, this is every sport excluding football. So no football, but I do post WNBA and NBA mainly. As far as the Discord goes, we have some huge wins. We're just going to go off of Monday nights because we had a huge Monday night wins. So I like to use Fliff, Prizepicks, and Chalkboard as my main 3 apps. I think they have such great lines, and it's valid in most of every state. So we had a huge win with the Chargers and Bucks, pairing it up for a plus 200 hit there. And then we also had another one with Baker Mayfield, only needed 1 touchdown. He hit easily. That was a goblin on Prizepicks. Another flip slip. This is a college football edition as well. We had Wisconsin plus 28.5. We had the Cowboys money line, which was actually not sweat free whatsoever. That was pretty scary. And then Justin Herbert easily hit under in his passing interceptions. He barely threw for any last year. And we also capped it off with a huge win here for the weekend. We had a 4-man slip, 2 goblins, 2 regular lines to hit 20 to win 125. Absolutely sweat free there. That was really good to see that. But I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. Let's get straight into these picks here. I'm actually super confident in all 4 of these picks. Yet again, we're going to do 2 goblins, 2 regular lines for a pretty good chunk of payout. It's going to be a 4.5x. So first pick of the day, let's go with the goblin plays. Let's take it easy, take it light. We're going to take Tua Tagovailoa. I don't even know how to say his name. You guys get the point. 0.5 pass touchdowns. This guy has never gone under this line in this season and last season. So 100% hit rate going over on this line. I really like this. I mean, the Bills are going to be winning by a lot. Miami's going to have to come back due to their passing. And they're going to have to hit at least one touchdown. I think that's going to be very doable. He can just pass it off to Tyreek or Achan or Waddle. He has so many options, but Tua has been a letdown this year, and they're 0-2, so they are itching for a win. I think Tua will easily get a pass touchdown. I think he will get it in the first half, but if not, easily get it in the second half as long as he doesn't get concussed. Make sure to knock on wood if you are taking this pick because bro lays his head down every time he runs. You do not want to see that happen. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so an Outlier, this is not a favorable pick, but that's only for the 1.5 touchdowns line. So Bills are ranked number 10 in touchdowns allowed for passing, but this is a Goblin pick, so it really doesn't matter much. In the last 10 games, he's hit over 20 or 100% hit rates. In 2024, he hit over 11 of 11 games. That's 100% hit rates. Obviously, he was injured, so he didn't play a full season. And this season, he had 1 passing touchdown versus the Colts, 2 versus the Patriots. Lost both of these games, but he did exceed this line. So you guys get the point. I don't need to talk too much about this. Easy pick here. So our second pick of the day, we're going to go all the way to NFL first half. Now, this guy, all he needs to do is get 1 reception, basically. Should be absolutely free. He's a huge target for Josh Allen. We're going to go with Dalton Kincaid, the up-and-coming tight end. Now, we're going to go to his Goblin line of 4.5 first half receiving yards. We have an entire 30 minutes for him to get 1 catch. I think that's very doable and should be pretty easy for him to hit over. He exceeded this line past 5 games. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. All right, guys, on Outlier, Dalton Kincaid hit over this line last season, 15 of 16 games. That's a 94% hit rate. He hit in every single game besides week 1 versus the Cardinals. Now, I can't remember if this is his 3rd year or his 2nd year, but if last year was his rookie year, I don't blame him for not getting any catches in his first start as an NFL player. But other than that, man, he has hit every single game of his career of this line since then. I'm assuming this is in his 2nd year. So in 2025, easily hit over this line. Look at that. Probably like quadruple his line right there. So I am like not even going to pay attention to this. Not even going to sweat this whatsoever. This should be free. His regular line at 13.5 for his first half receiving yards bumped all the way up to 17.5, so that's even more free. I mean, you guys can totally take his regular line, but like we're taking the easy pick here. We're taking the free money, and let's hit the over 4.5 receiving yards for Dalton Kincaid. All right, guys, these next 2 picks are unders, so we just got to pray these players suck, right? It's risky. It's not fun. It's very sweaty. But unders hit at a pretty good rate this season so far, depending on the player you pick. But like players that hit under usually hit under pretty consistently, and I really like these hit rates for both of these players, both on the Bills. First pick of the day for the regular line, we're going to go to NFL first quarter, and we're going to go under on Keon Coleman for first quarter receiving yards. We are betting that he does not get a catch. Basically, I mean, 6 yards, pretty easy, but like you never know. Hopefully he can get a catch. Like if he does under that, I mean, he did back in January 12th for 5 yards, but he has an insane hit rate on the under. I can't believe Prizepicks is putting this up for such a high line. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. All right, guys, in 2024, he played 15 of 16 games. He hit under 94%. So he hit over with basically a huge catch in the first quarter for 34 yards. But since then, bro, like last season, he had another catch this week towards the end of the season for 5 yards. Not enough. If you go to 2025, he had absolutely nothing. So, I mean, you guys see the stats here. I mean, how can we not take this pick under? He also played head-to-head because they're in the same conference or same division, and he had 0 catches in the first quarter. So, I mean, how can we not take this pick? It's such a good pick, such great value. Have to take this now before they take it off because they're definitely going to identify that this hit rate is way too high. So, It opened at 6.5, has been dropped down to 5.5. So take the value out while you can because it is such big money. Our last pick of the day, we're going to go to the full game. So go all the way to NFL tab. Now, I've hit probably 4 of 5 players on the defensive side going under. It's pretty good hit rates. I mean, it's definitely scary if they're the leading tackler that game. But I mean, I picked this guy on the Texans defense. He hit under a pretty good rate, and he was like the only guy tackling. Like I'm just like, come on, guys, let's get a break here. But yeah, he got every single tackle possible. No one else could wrap up besides him. But I feel like this is a pretty good pick here. We're gonna go with Bishop on the Bills. So let's type in Bishop here. Cole Bishop under 5.5 tackles and assists. Going to the last 5 games, he hit under 4 of 5 games. Both games this season, he hit under with 4 and 5 tackles and assists. So, I mean, it's really like you can either get a solo tackle or if you're maybe the second person in contact, it depends like how late you get to the tackle, but like assists are pretty hard to come by. So it's really just 5 tackles alone. And you got to consider that players go out of bounds, players go 3 and out, players drop the ball. Obviously, there's 10 other players that can wrap up and tackle him. I didn't do my research what position this guy's in, but I'm assuming he's a linebacker. That's why his line is pretty decently high. But like, I mean, I don't know. Buffalo's pretty good at forcing 3 and outs. He's hit under both games this season. Let me show you his hit rates for last season on Outlier. All right, so in Outlier, last season, he hit under 16 of 19 games. That's an 84% hit rate. 84. So this might be counting 20 like the season before. Yeah, a little bit of the previous season. But like it's a really good pick. I am pretty stoked about this pick. 3 games he went over, and there's a huge gap, a lot, between each game that he went over. So I really like this. I mean, he had pretty decent numbers the last 2 games, but tackles against and assists against is in our favor to hit for the Miami offense because they are slinging it everywhere. And yeah, I think it's just a good spot for Cole Bishop to go under in this game. But like, you guys take what you guys like. Don't take every pick blindly that I put out because I don't hit all the time. Nobody hits 100% of the time. But it's definitely worth a look at Outlier and their stats and also your own knowledge of football. Putting it all into one and betting is so much fun. Outlier is literally the best research app that I found to win the most money as long as you use it correctly. So if you guys are interested in downloading Outlier to your phone or your desktop, you can download it. Link in the video description down below. It's a 7-day free trial, so you can just start off fresh, kind of make some small bets, kind of fill it out because you can get access to game lines, plus CV. Well, plus CV is a little bit more expensive, but you can get that if you want. You get prop hit rates. You get like what's favorable with like the defense. There's just so many stats that they put out. Like it's insane. Like you can scroll down here and see like how many missed tackles he had. What's the pass rate versus the run rate. You can see like previous players' hit rates against them if they went over under their line in the same position. Like they have every stat possible to be like, wow, that is a good pick. I am trusting these trends and let's go with it. Outlier has those stats for you and it's absolutely insane. So 7-day free trial is $20 monthly after that. Click the link down in the video description below to download. But that is it for my video today. Make sure to check out ePick, the app I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Very solid app, very different, very fun to use. I got the winnable VIP football pass, I got the Discord, I got Outlier. There's so many things you guys can connect on and win some good money. So that is all I have for today's video. Make sure to lock it in. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great week. I'll be posting some more videos for Sunday and college football on Saturday. So make sure to pay attention, turn on those notifications. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.